Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to hang out with Monster Jam Time Stan and Aiden Tackett. And today we have the event for Sign Up Series 61 or 62. There were a total 80-something trucks, and if you do not know which truck you're in, go take a look at the field of trucks. And let's go over the matches real quick. See who you're facing off with. Got a couple trucks under here. So there's the matchups, and without further ado, let's go racing. We're gonna kick things off with Hot Wheels. Oh, sorry, not Hot Wheels. Piranha taking on Bone Shaker. And your first winner is gonna be, I believe, Bone Shaker. Yep, Bone Shaker gets it. Next up, we have Time Flies taking on Green Ghost Gravedigger. Oh, they hit the wall at the same exact time. But did one roll back? You can see that gap by Gravedigger. Oh, I'm going straight up. Oh, that's super close. I'm gonna have to do a rerun. Here goes the rerun. And Time Flies did not go. Another redo. Here goes the third redo. And this time, Green Ghost Gravedigger hit the wall first, therefore he gets the win. Next up, we have the Orange Gravedigger taking on Green Rims Gravedigger. And it's gonna be the Orange Gravedigger hitting the wall first. And the original did not, so the orange one did advance. Next up, we have Monster Bot Husky taking on Higher Education Inverse. It's gonna be Husky with a nice wheelie at the end. Nitro Neon's Octanator, Slinger. It's gonna be Slinger blocking Octanator. Next up, Battle of the Overcast Trucks. Zombie Overcast, Gravedigger Overcast. It's gotta be, as Gravedigger Overcast sticks it, that costume, Zombie Overcast gets the win. Next up, we have Radical Rescue taking on the Chrome Gravedigger. And it's gonna be Radical Rescue! Nice two-wheel skills! Next up, we have Brodozer taking on Blue Thunder. It's gonna be Blue Thunder as he hits the wall and Brodozer turns to the side. Blue Thunder is your winner. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Stinger Unleashed. And it's gonna be Stone Crusher. Next up, we have Blackout Max D taking on Nomad Avenger. It's gonna be, oh, did that roll cost Blackout Max D? To me, it looks like it did. Yes, it did. That roll cost him. Nomad Avenger gets it. Next up, we have Hot Wheels Racing 3 taking on Skeleton Crew. It's gonna be Hot Wheels Racing 3 with a front flip. Next up, we have Psychedelic taking on Jeep. And, oh, what a race that was. As you can see, Psychedelic is leaning against the wall, and that'll give him the win. Next up, we have Pirates Curse Fire taking on King Crunch. It's gonna be Pirates Curse Fire. Next up, we have Dragon taking on Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire. Dragon with the slow start, and that'll cost him. Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire will get the win. Next up, we have Sriracha taking on Hall-Y'all. And Sriracha hit the wall first. He will get the win. Next up is Gravedigger Legend taking on Gas Monkey Garage. And it's gotta be Gravedigger the Legend with the comeback win. Next up, we have the World Final Stun Truck taking on Overcast El Toro. It's gotta be the World Final Stun Truck hitting the wall first. Next up, we have a Fire and Ice Battle. Woodlash Fire taking on Ice Dragonoid. It's gotta be Woodlash Fire with the block. Northern Nightmare Ice, Earthshaker. Northern Nightmare Ice. Next up, we have the Battle of the Avengers. The Pickup Avenger taking on S10. And it's gotta be S10. Next up, we have Soldier Fortune Black Ops taking on Dragon Overcast. It's gonna be Dragon Overcast with the comeback win. Next up, we have the Red Bakugan Dragonoid taking on Zombie. It's gonna be Red Dragonoid. Aftershock Pirate's Curse. Oh, let's go judge them. They hit the exact same time. Let's go there and judge him. As you see that gap by Aftershock. And there's no gap at Pirate's Curse, therefore he gets the win. Nitro Neon's Blue Thunder, Cyclops. It's gonna be Cyclops as he barely edges out Blue Thunder by hitting the wall first. Nitro Neon's Max D taking on Nitro Neon's Alien Invasion. It's gonna be Alien Invasion. Next up, we have the Battle of the Max D's. Yellow or gold? It's gonna be the gold Max D! Next up, Blue Thunder Overcast, Train Trucks Gravedigger. Blue Thunder Overcast as Train Trucks Gravedigger turns. Next up, we have Megalodon taking on Ice Monster. It's gonna be Megalodon with the nice tumble and blocked Ice Monster. Next up, we have Potty Central taking on V8 Bomber. It's gonna be V8 Bomber! Nice save by him. You can literally see that right there, guys. That is a nice save, but he will pull it off. Next up, we have El Toro Loco taking on Monster Mutt. It's gonna be Monster Mutt as he hits the wall first. Titan Black taking on the Hot Wheels. And it's gonna be that 2-wheel skills cost Hot Wheels. That'll give the win to Titan. Gravedigger Green taking on Titan Dirt Treads. It's gonna be Titan Dirt Treads. Next up, Max D taking on Nitro Neon's Hurricane Force. It's gonna be Hurricane Force. NEA Blue taking on Mohawk Warrior. Nice jump by both of them, and NEA Blue will get it. Next up, we have Megalodon Overcast taking on Zombie Edge Glow. And Megalodon with the block will get the win. Next up, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on Dragonoid Gold. It's gonna be the Gold Dragonoid. Let me go from the arrow view. You guys can see right there that Gold Dragonoid gets the win. Next up, we have Carolina Crusher taking on Will Trash It All. And all that 2-wheel skill cost Will Trash It All. That'll get the win to Carolina Crusher. 1997 Gravedigger taking on Red Primer. And it's gonna be, they both flip. And I believe the 1997 gets it. Yes, he does. You can see right there that 1997 will get it. Next up, we have Gravedigger Blue Panel and the Grandma Gravedigger. And it's gotta be Blue Panel. Next up, we have the Battle of the Max D's. Red or the normal? It's gotta be the normal one with the nice two-wheel skill and then flipped over and landed it. That was nice. But he does get the win. El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage taking on Son of a Digger. And it's gonna be Yellow Roll Cage El Toro. Next up, we have the World Final Stunt Truck from 2020. Oh, my bad. World Finals 20 Stunt Truck taking on Dalmatian. It's gonna be Dalmatian with a nice front flip. Next up, we have Horsepower Reveal Steel taking on Edge Go Captain's Curse. It's gonna be Captain's Curse as he hits the wall first. And your final race of round number 1 is between Boneyard Gravedigger and the normal Gravedigger with the BKT printing. And the normal one with the BKT print hit the wall. Boneyard was about to hit before he did until he flipped over. Therefore, they'll get the win to the Legacy's Gravedigger. Alright, guys. Here's the guys that moved on to round number 2. As you see, we need a fast loser. So I'm gonna bring back Boneyard Gravedigger and Overcast Gravedigger. And it is Boneyard Gravedigger. Alright guys, now we're ready for round 2. Let's kick things off with Pirate's Curse Fire and Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire. Round number 2 is underway. It's gonna be Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire. Stone Crusher, Alien Invasion, Nitro Neons. Oh! That was a close one. Alright guys, after watching the replay, Stone Crusher did hit it a split second before Alien Invasion. Therefore, Stone Crusher is your winner. Next up, we have Slinger taking on Dragon Overcast. It's gonna be Slinger with the block. Next up, Zombie Overcast, Orange Gravedigger. Orange Gravedigger with a huge lead, and he will win by hitting the wall first. Next up, we have Bone Shaker taking on Psychedelic. Oh! Did that roll cost Psychedelic for the win? He had it until he rolled twice. And yes, it did cost him. Bone Shaker gets it. Green Ghost Gravedigger, Blue Thunder. And it's gonna be Blue Thunder. Next up, Radical Rescue taking on Gravedigger the Legend. It's gonna be Radical Rescue! Next up, we have Pirate's Curse taking on Husky. It's Husky! Next up, we have Hot Wheels Racing 3 taking on Sriracha. It's gonna be Hot Wheels Racing 3! With a two-wheel skill, Sriracha had him until he did that last move at the end, which he turned at the last end. So that cost him. Hot Wheels Racing 3 gets it. Next up, we have the World Finals 21 Stunt Truck taking on Red Dragonoid. And it's gonna be the World Finals 21 Stunt Truck. Nori Nightmare Ice with Lash Fire. And it's gonna be Whiplash Fire hits the wall first. I think. I heard a little clunk, but I'm not sure if that was Whiplash or Northern Nightmare. It was Whiplash. He gets the win just ever so slightly. S10 Avengers Cyclops. It's gonna be Cyclops. Max D Yellow taking on Megalodon. Oh! They cross lanes and that'll cost Max D. Megalodon gets it. Alright guys, we're actually redoing that race because I made a mistake. Gold Max D actually won against the yellow Max D last round, and I put the yellow Max D back in the field, so that was my mistake. So we're gonna redo the race. So this is the real one. Gold Max D versus Megalodon. And it's gonna be Gold Max D. Blue Thunder Overcast Monster Mutt. And it's gonna be Monster Mutt with the block. Wow. Megalodon Overcast, Nitro Neon's Hurricane Force. My mistake, guys. Megalodon Overcast. Because he hit the wall first. Next up, we have the Battle of the Titans original. And the Blackout Titan. And it's gonna be the Dirt Treads Titan. Caroline Crusher, NEA Police. And it's gonna be NEA. Next up, we have Captain's Curse Edgeglow taking on V8 Bomber. It's gonna be Captain's Curse because V8 Bomber flipped over. Next up, we have the Gold Dragonoid taking on the original Max D. It's gonna be the Gold Dragonoid with the comeback win. Blue Pal Gravedigger 1996. And it's gonna be Gravedigger 1996. Dalmatian El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage. It's gonna be El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage hitting the wall first. Next up, we have the Legacies Gravedigger taking on Boneyard Gravedigger. It's gonna be the Boneyard Gravedigger hitting the wall first. Alright guys, there's your guys that moved on to round number 3. We will need a couple fast losers after this round. But first, we're gonna kick things off with Soldier of Fortune Black Ops Fire taking on Woodlash Fire. And it's gonna be Woodlash Fire hitting the wall first. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on the Gold Dragonoid. And it's gonna be Stone Crusher hitting the wall first. Next up, we have NEA taking on Bone Shaker. Oh! I think NEA got it. Yes, he did. Just barely, NEA. Next up, we have Blue Thunder taking on Cyclops. Oh, they hit the wall at the same time. Let's go judge them, see who's furthest. Just barely. You can see right there, Cyclops is a little further than Blue Thunder. Next up, we have Radical Rescue taking on Overcast Megalodon. It's gonna be Radical Rescue hitting the wall first. Next up, we have the Battle of the Butts. Husky or Monster Mutt. It's gonna be Husky. Next up, we have Captain's Curse taking on World Finals 21. And it's gonna be World Finals 21 with the block. What an upset right there, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we have the Dirt Treads Titan taking on the Gold Max D. And it's gonna be the Dirt Treads Titan. Next up, we have Slinger taking on 1997 Gravedigger. And it's going to be Slinger. Next up, we have Gravedigger Orange taking on Yellow Roll Cage El Toro. It's gonna be Yellow Roll Cage El Toro. And your final race of round number 3 is Hot Wheels Racing 3 taking on Boneyard Gravedigger. And it's gonna be Hot Wheels Racing 3 as he barely hits the wall first with that 2-wheel skill. Alright guys, there's your guys that moved on. But as you can see right here, we need 5 fast losers. So here they are. These trucks are gonna battle it out. We're gonna kick things off with Jeep and Haul Y'all. Fast Loser tournament race is underway. It's gonna be Jeep hitting the wall and then bouncing back. Blackout Max D, Gravedigger Overcast. And it's gonna be Blackout Max D. Next up, we have Bone Shaker taking on V8 Bomber. And it's gonna be V8 Bomber. And your next Fast Loser race is Max D Gold, S10, and Red Primer. And it's gonna be, I think, S10. Yes, S10. Alright guys, there's the spots that have been filled, but V8 Bomber needs a put, so these guys are the ones that lost so far. So these guys are gonna battle it out. So we're gonna do Bone Shaker versus Overcast Gravedigger. And it's Bone Shaker. Who will Bone Shaker face? Gold Max D or Red Primer? It's gonna be Red Primer. So sorry to Monster Jam times 10. Alright guys, who will face V8 Bomber? Is it gonna be Red Primer or Bone Shaker? It's gonna be Bone Shaker barely hitting the wall first before Red Primer. Bone Shaker gets it. Alright guys, now we're ready for round 4 or 5. There are 16 trucks left. There are no more Fast Losers. Let's kick things off with Blue Lash Fire, taking on Cyclops. And it's gonna be Cyclops in the wall first. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on Blue NEA. And it's gonna be Stone Crusher just barely hitting the wall before NEA does. That was a good comeback by Stone Crusher. You can see it right there. Stone Crusher hit the wall just barely before NEA. Stone Crusher is your winner. Next up, we have World Finals 21 Stunt Truck taking on Radical Rescue. And that flip cost the World Finals 21 truck. That'll give the win to Radical Rescue. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Husky taking on Slinger. And that wheelie cost by Slinger gives the win to Husky. Next up, we have Titan Dirt Treads taking on Yellow Roll Cage El Toro. And it's gonna be El Toro. Next up, we have Jeep taking on Hot Wheels Racing 3. It's gonna be Hot Wheels Racing 3 hitting the wall first. Next up, we have S10 Avenger taking on the Blackout Max D. S10 Avenger will get it. Next up, we have V8 Bomber taking on Bone Shaker. It's Bone Shaker! Alright guys, here's your Championship 8. Let's read off some names. Inside of Cyclops, we have Brandon Johnson. Inside Radical Rescue is 5155 Creations. Inside S10 Avenger, we have the Cameron 9785. Inside Stone Crusher, we have Mega Monster Jam 97A. Inside of Monster Mutt Husky, we have Monster Jam Aiden. El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage is Monster Jam Fan 0311. Inside of Bone Shaker is Monster Jam Collector Racing. And inside of Hot Wheels Racing 3 is Red Crash Speedway. We're going to kick things off with Brandon Johnson and Cyclops taking on 5155 Creations in Radical Rescue. And the semi-final race is underway. And it's gotta be Cyclops. So sorry to 5155 Creations. Best of luck to you in Sign Up Series 62, which is the half ramp edition. Next up, we have Stone Crusher taking on S10 Avenger. And it is Stone Crusher hitting the wall first. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Husky taking on El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage. And it's gonna be El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage with a block. And your last race before the quarterfinals is Bone Shaker and Hot Wheels Racing 3. And it's going to be Bone Shakers. So sorry to our defending champ, which is Red Crush Speedway. Almost putting this truck in victory lane once again. You were so close. Best of luck to you in Side Up Series 62, the Half Ramp Edition. Alright guys, here's your championship for inside of Cyclops, we have Brandon Johnson. Inside of Stone Crusher, we have Mega Monster Jam 97A. Inside El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage, we have Monster Jam Fan 0311. And inside of Bone Shaker is Monster Jam Collector Racing. So we're going to kick things off with Stone Crusher and Cyclops. Here we go, who will face El Toro Loco or Bone Shaker? It is Stone Crusher! Edging out Cyclops, just barely hitting the wall first before he did. Mega Monster Jam is moving to the championship race. And your final race before the championship, who will face Stone Crusher, which is Mega Monster Jam 97A, Monster Jam Fan 0311, and El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage, or Bone Shaker, Monster Jam Collector Racing. It's gonna be El Toro Loco! So sorry to Monster Jam Collector Racing. Better luck to you in Sign Up Series 62. You were so close to getting your 11th win on my channel. Just gotta make it that step further, and I know you'll get your 11th win one day. Alright guys, here's your championship race. Inside Stone Crusher, we have Mega Monster Jam 97A. Who is a 0-time champ, looking hit for his first. And El Toro Loco Yellow Roll Cage is Monster Jam Fan 0311. Who is a 4-time champion. So, a 4-time champion versus a 0-time champion. So, will Mega Monster Jam 97A get his first win? Or Monster Jam Fan 0311 get his 5th win? And your winner of Sign Up Series 61 is going to be none other than Mega Monster Jam 97A has done it! Oh my goodness! You have finally won, dude. Congratulations, man. You deserve it. This is Stone Crusher's second or third sign-up series on my channel. He did okay when he first got debuted. But dude, you were edging people out. And you did great, man, at giving Stone Crusher his first win and yourself one win. So congratulations, man. You deserve that. Monster Jam Fan 0311. Dude, you were so close. You just gotta make it that one step further, and I know you'll get your 5th one day. You almost gave El Toro Loco with the Yellow Roll Cage another win. So just gotta make it that step further. Good luck in Sign Up Series 62, which is the second ever Half Ramp Edition. But once again, guys, congratulations to Mega Monster Jam 97A. You are now a 1-time champion. And hopefully you do sign up for the Half Ramp Edition. And yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Congratulations to Mega Monster Jam 97A for getting his first win on my channel. Getting Stone Crusher his first win. Make sure you guys do subscribe to my channel if you are new. We are almost to 200. And make sure you also do sign up for Sign Up Series 62, which is the second Half Ramp Edition. And I'll catch you guys next time.